I do findom, which is financial domination, and it just so happens that one of my biggest clientele bases is MAGA men. And so, as someone who went to college for criminal justice and psychology, I find it interesting, and I wanted to know the why. Why is it that MAGA men have this desire to be dominated specifically by a leftist, liberal-leaning woman like me? And so I made this Venn diagram that shows how Trump and a findom, aka me when I partake in findom, what they have in common and their characteristics. So the thing that I've noticed that Trump supporting men have in common with some of the people who participate in findom is that they have this need to follow someone who is narcissistic, a bully, someone who is self-serving with a big personality, someone who can humiliate them and shame them consensually. And the reason that MAGA and Trump supporters and MAGA pay pigs have these things in common is because they follow somebody like Trump, who is a narcissist, who is a bully, who is someone who degrades and self-serves and has a big personality. And there is a psychology behind it. And I have figured out how to make that psychology work in a way that benefits me and the progressive causes that I fight for and advocate for. And so I wrote a list of all of the different requests that I've had from these MAGA pay pigs. I've had them request my dirty socks. I've had them request me to step on their balls. I've had them request to pay for my coffee, my lunch, my dinner, send me gift cards in exchange for publicly shaming them by posting their DMs asking to be dominated, by asking me to send them voicemails or voice memos saying, "You're a dirty pig, send me $20, random things. And what I do is I like to take the money that I make from these MAGA pay pigs and I repurpose that money to causes that are helpful, that don't do harm. Causes like Planned Parenthood, causes like donating to end veteran homelessness, donating to families in Gaza so that they can replace their shelter that is literally nothing more than a shower curtain that is falling apart. This is an endless money hole that I've kind of found, and I'm definitely not one to gatekeep, so get into it. I always want to advocate for strictly consensual, strictly ethical findom, strictly ethical domination. But this is an untapped market. There is a level of hypocrisy from MAGA supporters and Trump supporting people that I have never seen, that I never even could have conceptualized. They are so adamant about projecting their own ideas of the hypocrisy can be monetized.